Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we are back with another banging video. So, if you're new, you guys know what to do. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and help your girl out. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Joe Budden. Yes, the famous Mr. Pancasta and Mr. Tika. Joe Budden. He has been charged after allegedly standing naked in the hallway of his apartment, and he was caught on a Ring camera trying to enter the code to his neighbor's apartment. And after the police was called in and the report was made, his lawyer fired back in saying he's being picked on because he's a celebrity and because he's a black man, he's been picked on. And based on what they're alleging against Joe Budden, I call his lawyer statement BS. Hogwash, because even if he has a sleepwalking problem, so basically they're saying that he has a sleepwalking problem, but even if he has a sleepwalking problem, if you know you're this person who may sleepwalk, what do? You go to bed, you put on your clothes, but then with sleepwalking, who knows if he took those off while he was sleepwalking. But it doesn't dismiss the fact that the neighbor kids saw you on their Ring doorbell butt naked. It doesn't dismiss the fact. And if someone is gonna alert the police about that, that has nothing to do with color or status. It's a genuine concern. And people don't know what next you're gonna do because you were at that neighbor's door on camera, nude, trying to get in. Who God he knows what else may happen. So I believe that, while it's the most unpleasant situation for him to be caught in, it doesn't mean that race has to be thrown out there. It doesn't mean that status has to be thrown out there. If you know you have a problem, try and address the problem and stop pointing fingers in the other direction. His attorney's pointing fingers everywhere else besides suggesting your client get the necessary help. He's pointing fingers saying that he has been having long-standing problems with his neighbor. Could be true. We don't know because we don't really live there. And we know that, sometimes it's so hard, living next to someone. So chances are both parties might be having problems with each other. But just that little situation with a Ring doorbell and the kids seeing him but naked and they're using race and, status to argue their case, I think it's complete BS. When there's a problem, it should be addressed and get the necessary help needed. But let's dive into this report so that I can give you guys the details on exactly what is being reported and what next to expect, right? Now, TMZ saying Joe Budden was charged earlier this month after authorities claim his neighbor saw him outside their apartment on Ring camera footage completely naked. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Budden was charged on December 4th in Edgewater, New Jersey for lewdness. The Edgewater Police Department released a statement on December 30th about the incident after news of the charge broke online, explaining officers were called to an apartment complex in the area at approximately 7:21 a.m. Now, Edgewater Police Department says the caller was alerted by their Ring camera that someone was outside their home, and when they looked at the footage, they claim Budden was standing outside, naked as the day he was born. The caller claims video shows Budden attempting to enter a code into the resident's door keypad several times before heading back to his apartment in the same building. The court complaint says the resident and two juvenile daughters observed the offense live on their phone. By the way, Budden recently talked publicly about strife with his neighbors, claiming he was kicked out of his apartment for continuing to record episodes of his podcast there. He also previously said on his podcast that he's a sleepwalker. Now, they have a copy of the police report. I'm going to include that in the video. Now they're saying Joe's attorney, Nima Amiri S. of Amiri Law Firm, fired back at the Edgewater Police Department, telling TMZ Mr. Budden is saddened by Police Chief Martin's press release. Mr. Budden has been waiting weeks for his cross complaints to be processed, which include substantially more serious charges include possibly felony charges against the persons behind these charges against him. The chief has, in our opinion, sat on those, but instead used his time to gain some free publicity for himself. Chief Martin should seek publicity by doing notable policing, not inflaming disorderly person allegations. No, they're saying Amiri added the allegations against Mr. Budden are a minor charge, not even resulting in an arrest. A charge Mr. Budden is looking forward to beating in court on the merits, not in the press. The chief's comments are reckless and, in our opinion, racially motivated. Our research has not shown a single press release on a disorderly person charge on the police website this year. His choice to single out Mr. Budden, in our opinion, is self-motivated and based off Mr. Budden's race and celebrity status. Budden has a court date scheduled for next month. No, that's the end of that report. Now, I do believe that they did that press release because he's a celebrity, definitely. I believe that because the police department, they definitely do this. They definitely use these things to garner themselves some attention. So I do agree with his attorney on that argument, but I cannot agree on the argument of race unless there's some other racial issue going on in the background that has not been revealed or highlighted. So until then, I can't agree with the debate of race. I cannot subscribe to that argument in his favor. But as it relates to garnering attention to themselves, yes, definitely I can see that happening here, because normally for regular citizens, we wouldn't hear this. But it's not, unusual for the police department to do this. As a matter of fact, it is quite typically the norm. So the lawyer can argue it, but it doesn't dismiss the fact that they do this oftentimes when it comes to a celebrity. Now, I haven't seen any updates on any word from Joe Budden on this, so I'm going to have to wait to see how this turns out. And I do believe that the media outlets are going to keep following up on this so as to give us some details, the reports on how the court case is going, if it's turning out in his favor or what will happen. Well, guys, I thought that this is interesting to share, so I want to hear from you, seriously, on this one. What's your thoughts? Do you think that sleepwalking excuse him being at his neighbor's door trying to entering a code on the keypad, the neighbor seeing him butt naked, the kids, and do you think it's okay for his attorney to say he's been racially profiled and because he's a celebrity? I'm concerned. I want to see how you guys would, argue this. So let's get the discussion popping. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys in the comment section. Peace.